A High Court judge in Barbados to become a member of the Caribbean Court of Justice. And in sport, Australia wins the ICC Women's T20 World Cup. I'm Ricardo Roberts and this is Caribbean in 10 for Monday, November 26. I'll be back with the details after the break.
Barbados, a gift to you. The stars are coming. Hennessy and FAS 7-Star presents Hennessy Artistry. Saturday, December 1st, Kensington Oval. Doors open at 7, showtime 9 p.m. Trey Songs. 2 Mile Hill. Luciano. Romaine Virgo. Popcorn. And Shabba Ranks. Hennessy Artistry. Saturday, December 1st. Kensington Oval. The 10th anniversary. Hennessy. Never stop. Never settle. Drink responsibly.
The Grenada government says it intends to take the impasse with trade unions over the amount of pension and gratuity to be paid to retiring public sector workers to arbitration. A government statement said that Acting Labour Minister Anthony Boatswain has invoked his powers under the Labour Relations Act and has advised the disputing parties that he intends to send the dispute to an arbitration tribunal. The statement issued over the weekend said that Boatswain has written to the trade unions which represent teachers, essential service workers, the Public Workers Union and the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union based on the threat contained in their correspondence last Friday. In that correspondence, it was stated that the unions have called their members back out on strike for 3 days this week, beginning today, and it will include strategic services of the TAWU. Now, following a meeting last Friday with the Pension Engagement Committee, the president of the Grenada Union of Teachers, Lyndon Lewis, sent a letter to the membership instructing them to stay away from work for the first 3 days this week and to also attend a march and rally on Wednesday. Barbadian jurist Justice Andrew Burgess will become a judge on the Caribbean Court of Justice, the CCJ, in 2019. The announcement was made by President of the Court, Justice Adrian Saunders, earlier today. Justice Saunders said Justice Burgess brings with him a wide range of international and regional experience, which will be a great complement to the outstanding jurists already serving the court. Justice Burgess, a member of the Barbados Court of Appeal, was previously a dean of the Faculty of the Law at Cave Hill campus of the University of the West Indies and a professor of corporate and commercial law. He also served as a judge of the Inter-American Development Bank's Administrative Tribunal in Washington, serving as its vice president in 2007 and 2009 and as president from 2009 to 2010. He's also a judge on the World Bank Administrative Tribunal, having been appointed in 2013. But in 2017, he was elected by his fellow judges to be the vice president of the tribunal. Justice Burgess's appointment will fill the vacancy left by the elevation of Justice Saunders to the position of president in July. An opposition grouping of 20 political parties in Haiti today called a 2-day general strike to force President Jovenel Moïse out of office. Justice and Public Security Minister Jean-Rudy Ali says instructions were passed to the police and the judiciary to put hands on the perpetrators of the acts of violence. He added that all steps are being taken to facilitate the resumption of school activities on the French-speaking Caribbean country. The opposition parties have been staging street demonstrations in support of their calls for President Moïse to step down after accusing him of not investigating allegations of corruption in the previous government over Petrocaribe. But in a radio and television broadcast last week, Moïse dismissed calls for his resignation. He said, quote, "It is within the framework of the democracy that the Haitian people elected me president in elections free and honest as the wish the Constitution." Now, during the 5 years of my presidency, no one, I meant nobody, whatever the pretext, cannot threaten the interest of the country or put the nation in danger. the strength of any democracy, it is the respect of the law, end quote. Several people have been killed and many others arrested since the demonstrations began earlier this month. Last week, Western countries and international organizations condemned the acts of violence occurring in Haiti and urged all stakeholders to move the political dialogue forward in ways that advance the interests and aspirations of Haitian people. And the University of Glasgow in the United Kingdom has agreed to pay £200 million in reparation payments to the University of the West Indies. This was disclosed by Vice-Chancellor of the UWI, Sir Hilary Beckles, during a recent interview on the Jamaica News Network JNN program Insight. Beckles, who recently returned from the UK, said the University of Glasgow recognized that Jamaican slave owners had adopted the University of Glasgow as their university of choice and that £200 million of value was extended from Jamaica and the Caribbean. He said while in the UK, the Vice-Chancellor of the UK-based university, Professor Sir Anton Muscatelli, opened up their records which showed a massive influx of grants and endowments from Jamaica. He said the University of Glasgow and UWI are currently drafting a memorandum of understanding and the term reparatory justice is expected to be included. The £200 million sterling would be a combination of cash and kind. Stay with us, your Midday Sport is next.
We're going to turn it up a notch. Hennessy and FAS 7-Star present Hennessy Artistry on the Beach, Sunday, December 2nd. Daiquiri Beach. Performing live, Spice, Sham, Rankin King, Mole, Stiffy, Justy, and Little Rick. Plus, World DJ, Rigo Suave, King Ghetto, Scott and Mally Fresh, Hutchin Sid, DJ Raz, Ramon G, Kamal Banki, DJ Puffy, and Jaguar DJ. Hennessy Artistry on the Beach, Sunday, December 2nd, Daiquiri Beach, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. Hennessy, never stop, never settle. Drink responsibly.
Favourites Australia brushed aside England by 8 wickets on Saturday night to wrap up their 4th ICC Women's T20 title and make amends for their failure 2 years ago in what was a lopsided final at the Sir Vivian Richards Cricket Stadium. The Aussies clinically chased down an uncomplicated 106 to spark celebrations before a full house and make history by winning the first ICC Women's Standalone Tournament. England chose to bat but were bundled out for 105 with 2 balls remaining in the innings after suffering a stunning collapse. Now, opener Daniel Wyatt struck a fluent 43 of 37 balls, while captain Heather Knight chipped in with 25 from 28 deliveries, but England capitulated from 64 for 3 in the 11th over, losing their last 7 wickets for 41 runs. Off spinner Ash Gardiner produced magical figures of 3 for 22 to earn Player of the Match honours, while leg spinner Georgia Wareham and new ball seamer Megan Scott supported with 2 wickets each. And veteran all-rounder DeAndre Dutton was the lone West Indies player named in the All-Star team for the just concluded ICC Women's T20 World Cup. We'll get that story in our major newscast at 6:30. That's Caribbean in 10. Good afternoon.